All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We've got to get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
No one else but the killer knew about this message.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Muller case.
Hang on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
Another snippet from the Shelley poem. To suffer woes, which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Tarrelson. Looking in wonder up to heaven, while yet the music pealed along, I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed... What does he want it to mean?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an allegory, Rusty.
A what?
A story with 2 meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy, Ray?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Go with your instincts this time, lad. Go to it. Don't keep him waiting, Phelps.
Watch your step out there, Phelps. Go, Phelps. Bring that freak in.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Cole. I'll get you off of there. There, see if you can jump onto that.
Where the hell are you going? We're kind of in the middle of something here. You gonna take a look at this stuff or what? You and Ray said Pershing Square, Phelps. What are we waiting for? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose. Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a latrine.
Elizabeth Short. Betty Short. The Black Dahlia. There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short's Social Security card!
Jesus Christ!
That's not all! There's another stanza from Shelley!
Can you work it out? Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily. From its curved roof, the mountain's frozen tears hang down, raining forth doubtful light.
Doubtful is right. Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That pencil-pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
A chandelier. The glass dome at the Halls of Justice. It's worth a shot, Rusty.
Okay, Professor, 1 shot's all we got. The poem talked about a fountain, didn't it? The guard will tell us where we're heading.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Thank you. I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me. Be careful. It could be a trap.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch.
Another Dahlia clue?
No, a yellow gold wristwatch.
The Molar dame.
Yes, and a scrap of the poem. From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy. Where have I seen that?
Jesus Christ, Cole, get off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it. It's going to go any second. Swing that goddamn thing and jump for it.
Come on, come on, come on! Swing, damn it!
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Where next?
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
From the temples high of man's ear and eye. It has to be the tower at the public library, doesn't it?
If you say so.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. We got you now, genius. We're coming for you. How many caves are full of flowers in L.A.? Maybe it's a painting that looks like that. On the top floor, there's got to be some place where we can get to the roof supports. I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there. You go get him, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old-timer. Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction. Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace. Round which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
What is it this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Molar, Maldonado. When this gets out...
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
Another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down. That's 4 of our murder cases shot to hell. It was all this one guy.
Of dead destruction, ruin within ruin, ruined skeletons, jammed in the hard, black, deep...
We're going to catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men. Yeah? I don't get it.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty, as long as we catch the guy. The tar pits, Rusty. All those remains they found there, of course our guy's attracted to it.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous if we make this case. Well, let's hope he got stuck in them. Where's that building with the eye on top? Would that be the place? It's got to be those names, right? Up on the tower. The famous old guys. Maybe we need to get up the tower. You see something out on that island? Get a move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils? I think there might be a walkway under the tar. You see those posts? How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing.
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
One of Teresa Terreltson's shoes.
The gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe, and another stanza from the poem.
You know, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run round all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
A sphere which is many thousand spheres, solid as crystal yet empty. Isn't there an armillary sphere at the LA County Art Museum?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's go.
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
Look, I know this ain't my thing, Phelps, but could the hard, black, deep bit be about oil? You gotta find a way to get out to the island. It must have a way to get out to the statues. And on it goes. When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in this city?
How many solved ones?
You ever been in here, Galloway?
No, I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meanings.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job? He's leaving us this trail of evidence. Why?
He's sending us to that movie set they made for Intolerance. I think the message might be on the throne there.
Didn't I read about you shooting that place up 6 months ago?
Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
We've all got to make our names somehow. He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy of him.
The Titan guy, who had the stoush with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff? I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form guide. You sleep better at night. A bunch of spheres. Planets, maybe? You got any idea? The only place to hide something in a maze is in the center. There's the throne up there. Now it's just a matter of getting to it. You've got to make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
A typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers. The place he calls home. End of the line. No, 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 no! Come on! Ah, no!
I thought the whole thing was going to come crashing down on you.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
Did you find another piece of the poem?
Yes, the last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out.
Where was that building? A huge crucifix behind some trees that looked like it was about to blow over in the breeze.
The religious imagery in the stanza. I think it's a church. But which one?
Carruthers said we're either looking for a sailor or a minister. Frankly, I can't see this whack job preaching to a congregation on Sunday.
No, that doesn't fit.
How about that abandoned church? No one's going to bother him there.
It's worth a look, Rusty. Let's go. You might see this as a cry for help.
For God's sake, Phelps, you're not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women in this town for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the letters in the poem, he could have gone on forever. We would have been none the wiser. We would have 4 executed men on our conscience and have been happy about it. Why else is he doing this?
You're the new face of the department, Phelps. The modern cop who tries to understand why the perp does what he does. Me, I just drop the hammer down on the lowlifes. Crunch a roach under your heel, you don't worry about what it's feeling, you just grind it into the pavement. All right, think. We need to find some thrones and altars, quick, smart. There's only one throne here. We need to find a way to climb onto that platform. Hey, Phelps, we can climb up to the higher levels over here. You said he'd leave his message up on the throne. Let's get up there.
I hate to think what he's done with this thing.
This is the place?
Home sweet home.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm going to tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house.
If we can bring him in alive, there's enough physical evidence for an airtight case.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh, sweet Jesus. You heard him, Cole. He's fucking nuts. What are the chances of hauling him out of here alive?
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty. Medical experience, maybe? At least some working knowledge of biology. He's cruel and he's methodical. It's the basis for all his riddles. Prometheus defied the cruel gods. This guy thinks he's doing the same thing.
Defying gods can be hazardous to your health. We're going down there?
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overqualified. Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common? Are you acquainted with slaughter? Does it attract you? Have you felt the fear? Understood the power? Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable here?
You're a sick man. You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever. This thing has come to an end. You know that.
This whole thing is religious. Man against God. This isn't about church, is it? This is the place. Let's finish it. There's got to be another room. Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. So this has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
Are you finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both, but there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we'll have to play it.
So that's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, Phelps. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked the chief for you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boys of Advice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours and celebrate your promotion.